Good morning, Christina here. Welcome to my channel. I put makeup on my face. I work at a local mattress company in Naples and Cape Coral, and I put makeup on my face to get ready for said job. So I'm getting ready to work. I brought with me today this beautiful Conspiracy palette by Jeffree Star. She just sits in my collection unused, so we're going to give her a go because she needs love. I love the packaging. The packaging is great. And I was at the drugstore, me on my concealer journey. I bought this concealer. It's the pink version. I have this one, which is way too light for me. Maybe I can let her go. But I bought this one, so we're going to try that. I may let this go. But I was watching another content creator who was of my age. I'm 46 years old. I think she was like 44 or 45, something like that. And she says when she needs a little bit more coverage underneath her eyes, but she's having like a dry eye day, let's call it, she mixes her concealer with a little bit of under eye cream. So I have, I'm going to use the new one today, but I brought with me the e.l.f. Creamy Hydrating Camo Concealer because I want to revisit that. Maybe I can get that to work because I bought it. And then this little NARS Mini, this NARS Creamy Concealer that I bought that didn't work for me because it was way too dry and made my under eyes look like... I brought it back. I'm going to put it back in my box. I'm going to try to mix it with a little under eye cream to try to make it work because I bought it. I don't know anybody of the same skin, the same skin tone, so instead of letting it go to waste, let's see if we can make it work. And then, also, since all I had with me currently is a Rare Beauty mascara, a Too Faced mascara, so those are kind of luxury mascaras. I needed a drugstore mascara in my collection. I went back to the tried and true Lash Paradise in Blackest Black because I love a good voluminous eye. So I'm going to get my eyebrows cemented down. I'm going to prime my eyelids for shadow. I'm going to get some idea of the products that I want to put on my face in front of me, and I will be right back. Alright, I'm almost primed up. So, Glow Recipe Pomegranate Peptide Firming Serum. First, Ren Ever Hydrate Marine Moisture Replenishing Cream on top of that. And a nice thick layer of this Ren Brightening Dark Circle Eye Cream underneath my eyes. That's my first step in prep. Always, to get the foundation, any foundation to look good, you have to be prepped. I have very, very dry skin. I actually have some kind of weird dry patch right here that we're going to try to combat looking like. I cemented my eyebrows with the Ardell Brow Glue and put a little P. Louise on my eyelids because I have oily eyelids. So dry skin, oily eyelids, who knows? So, into this Conspiracy palette by Jeffree Star. Beautiful shadows. Interesting color story. No idea what direction I want to go in. But for a beautiful transition shade, to keep it simple, I'm going to pop into this shade here called Tannicon. Tannicon it is. Fluffy Moda brush. Make sure there's no lingering shadow on it from last time we were together. And pop on in. So we had a storm surge. Everybody was holy shitting about it. I hope everybody's okay. If you live in my area and you were affected by the storm, I hope everybody's okay. We were absolutely okay. We didn't even lose power. It was windy. It was rainy. Um, my coworker in East Naples, Patty, texted me this morning. She has a beautiful pug named Petunia, not pug, old dog named Petunia that has a dog walker that like takes care of her. Lives by the water. May have a little flooding over there, but everybody's safe and happy and healthy. I don't know if they're happy, but they're safe. Since our last hurricane rocked us so hard, I live in Southwest Florida. I live in Fort Myers. I'm in Naples now. Since our last hurricane rocked us so hard, I think we got a little bit over prepared for this storm surge. But that's never a bad thing, to be over prepared for something. I'm really just going in with that mid-tone brown shade and blending her out. Do we want to be bold today? Do we want to be neutral today? Do we want to pop of color it? Do we want to go in with black? What do we want to do? This shade looks beautiful. That shade looks beautiful. They all look beautiful. Do we want to do a sunset eye? What do we want to do? Let's go bold. Let's do it. Color Story is inspiring me. I'm going to do a sunset eye. So for said sunset eye, since I have a yellow, a orange, and a red, I'm going to go in with Flaming Hot, which is over here on the end, in the outer corner, with a more flat packing brush, blending brush. It's a Sigma E25. And just pop this on the outer corner, starting at the lash line and just blending upward. I like to do my eyes first in case there's any fallout. And also it really helps me figure out where I want to go with the look. Blush wise and bronzer wise and lipstick wise. It's a beautiful red. Beautiful red. So Wednesday was my last day at work. Today is Friday. I was training in Cape Coral. The new girl, I sent her home early because she doesn't want me to say her name on camera, so I'm not going to. She didn't feel well. We all don't feel 100% all the time. And I kind of need you to be at 100% if I'm going to train you. So, no point in hanging around. It was dead as doornails. I think everybody was preparing for the storm and not worrying about purchasing a new mattress. Alright, red placed. Now, same brush, color switched. I'm going to go in with this orange shade right next to it called Cheese Dust. Little piggy on it. Cute! And go right in the center of the eye. Orangey. Blending it with that red. Same thing on the other side. I have about 3 of Jeffree's big palettes like this. I'd love to have more. you saw my eyeshadow collection, be like, girl, you don't need it. In time. So I'm going to go back into that red shade Flaming Hot and just bring that color back a little bit. Blending those together. I don't want to lose the red. Gorgy. Color switching the brush. Now on the center, I'm going to go in with that really bright yellow called Food Videos. Listen, you do you, Jeffree. I mean, go right into this inner corner, blending it into the orange. Just building up that pigment. I'm going to dip into that orange again so it doesn't get lost. Ever slight dip into the yellow so that doesn't get lost. There we go. Sunset Eye. Easy peasy. Now back into the fluffy brush, into the shade at the top that we use in the transition called Tannicon. I don't know what that word means. Just go over the edges is to not have any creasing. Creasing. Not to have any harsh lines. Words are hard. I think that will do very nicely. Let's get into the base. Put that aside for now. I got this in a beauty box. It is the Pink Bee Beauty Had Me at Illuminating Primer. I'm going to put a squirt of that in my hand. I haven't used this in forever. We're going to mix a little gloomy lotion with it. We're going to prime and gloomy lotion mixed together. So I was talking about in my intro how I saw a potentially really good under eye concealer hack. The content creator, I don't remember her name, she def Botoxed. She had no lines in her forehead. I mean, there was none of that going on. So, not that I have anything against Botoxing, but it's hard to take makeup advice from someone who doesn't. She may have been my age, but if you have filler in your face, it's altering your skin, or the plumpness of your skin, or the lines and crinkles in your skin, because her under eyes looked way better than mine do too. So I have a sneaking suspicion that she potentially had something done to her under eyes. Maybe a little filler under there or something. Because I didn't see any crinkles. Not a crinkle in sight. So, this very lovely, amazing e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. Everybody's saying it's $8. I think I spent $10. I don't know. Regardless of, it's not a whole lot of money. It is absolutely gorgeous. If you're in the market for a new foundation, it's gorgeous. It's a shade too light for me. I got light neutral. Again, I keep forgetting when I purchase foundations that I've been tanning, and I just buy my normal shade. My normal shade is light neutral. I'm a little bit deeper, but it'll work. Because our face is always just a little bit lighter than our body anyways. I'm going to put a dot of it on my hand. Just slather her on. A little bit light. Pray for my chin. Music? Makeup doesn't like to sit on my chin. It doesn't like to behave on my chin anyways, so if it looks like crap, that's okay. It normally looks like crap. It won't be anything new. My day off was great. I used the excuse of the storm as not to go anywhere or do anything. So I stayed in the house, did a whole bunch of laundry, played Diablo, the newest version of, I think it's 4. God, I love that game so much. Hours. I play for hours. I am a video game girl. I do enjoy a game now and then. I don't spend my every waking moment playing, but I definitely, when I have the time, play. Look at that. Stinking gorgeous. Satin finish, hence the name. Just a more perfected version of myself. And I know, yes, my face is a lot lighter than my body, but we are going to fix it with bronzer and blush. Come all the way on. I think because this Catrice palette bronzer is almost finished, I'm just going to dip into her. $8 Catrice Magic Shaper Face Cream Palette. It's lovely. Motor brush. Just dipping on in. It's cool toned enough to be kind of a bronzer shade, which I like. One step. I have to go crazy with 500 steps, bronzer, a contour, all of these things. I do like to put cream products on my face first, bronzer and blush, and then set it with powder product. It's not really the chin. I know it looks a little crazy in the moment, but I'm going to blend it out with a beauty blender. Further blend. Thank you, Catrice. Magic Shaper. Wet Beauty Blender. Dampened, excuse me. And just further blend. Because we have a little orange in the eye, I think I want to do a combination of this YSL cream blush in the shade Curvy with the Fenty Beauty Suede Powder Blush in Sundress. Sizzle. That gorgeous. So let's pop her on. Woo! Hello. It's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. Ever so slightly. Not mad at it. That may have been too much. I haven't used her in a while. We're about to find out. Hank and Henry brush. That's okay. It's okay. We will further blend with the Beauty Blender. Let's try this new to me, concealer. Maybelline Magic Eraser in the shade 160, which is like a pinky shade. Oops, I forgot to take the plasticky part off. Which is good. That means nobody tried to use her. I'm going to pause for a second while I fiddle with this plastic. Hold on one second. Alright. Finally got that off. Not a huge fan of the plastic applicator, but it's a really good product. Starting to come up. See what she gives. It's not that pink. What's that smell? It smells funky. It's okay. Not funky in like it's expired or anything. Just new makeup smell. Well, that blends out lovely. That so far. Love that product. It looks lovely. Not mad at that at all. Brightened up the face very nicely. I'm going to set. I noticed that setting my face after I put my cream products on with the translucent powder makes the powder products that I'm about to put on a little less patcherelli. So, Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I get a big old, not a lot amount. Not a lot amount. Not a lot of it. Just a little bit into the cap, smoosh into the puff. I'm going to set everywhere that I put that concealer first. And then tap it over the rest of the face. down the shine nicely. Powder, bronzer. Tried and true, one of my faves. House Labs, as you can see, I have Hit Pan on her. Elf blush brush. Just to bring back that bronze. Bring back a little of that bronze. I really want to dip back into Allie Glein's blushes, but all of her blushes are a little bit pinky tone. I want to stick with the orange. So, for blush, Sigma tapered highlighter brush. And with this Fenty Beauty, one of her newest launches, they're supposed to be waterproof, but I don't know why blush needs to be waterproof, but it's called Sundress Sizzlin'. SZN. I think it's supposed to mean sizzling. Dip on in. Pat first. Then blendy blend. Cordy. Less is more. I tend to go a little bit too heavy-handed with my blush sometimes. Less is more. I say it out loud. See if I can adhere to the less is more. Here I go, dipping in and dipping in. A little blush. Just brings the whole look together. Come on. Come on. Thank you, Fenty. Sundress Sizzle. Take my beauty blender, pat around the edges. Orgy. My inner corner is creasing ever so slightly. Okay. Next, eyebrows. Zeesea Dessert Collection Eyebrow Pencil. I'm just going to follow the bottom of my brow with a line of products and then comb it upward. It seems to be working. The technique seems to be working. Some days it looks better than others, but isn't that life? Pardon the noise in the background. We have some debris. Now by debris I mean leaves and stuff. The groundskeepers are blowing it up so they can pick it up. Fatty nice. Fatty nice. Thank you, Zeesea. So, let me pick a lip. I think I want to go in with, since I'm kind of orangey toned, Alley Glines Flawless Lips in the shade Poppy. We're going to give that a go today. Lip liner. NYX. You know what, let's go in with this one. NYX Professional Makeup Lip Pencil in the shade Cold Brew. I think that'll... Nope, not Cold Brew. Natural with Poppy. Let's finish these eyes up. Lancome 24-Hour Drama Liqua Pencil in the tight line. Beautiful. I have this very itty bitty Hank and Henry brush that works so good for the under eyes. Found her. Back into the eyeshadow. And I'm going to follow the same colors I used on my lid underneath. So Flaming Hot in the outer third. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Color switch the brush into Cheese Dust, which is the orange in the center. And then the yellow, which is called Food Videos. Just in the inner. Gotta make a silly face. Cool. A little bit more of a, it's a medium sweeper brush into that transition shade, Tannicon, just to blend out anything harsh happening underneath. Gorge. Big fluffy. Color switch. Further blend. Let's hope that color stays vibrant all day. That would be ideal. Thank you, Jeffree. Set it. Milani, make it last. Original. Smells lovely. The mister's great. Really just marrying those powders together. powders and creams. Take my hair out so I don't get any creasing from the overload of setting spray I just put all over my face. $6 Amazon fan, and we are almost ready. We are almost ready for our day. Today's Friday, which is usually a good sales day, but we'll see. We did have this storm. People might be stuck at home picking up branches. Curl thine lashes. Just wiping off the eyelash curler. Don't be afraid to do a bold look. Even though this is red, yellow, and orange. I think it goes well with my eyes. Let me know what you think in the comments. So, my drugstore fave. Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. In the shade Blackest Black. My favorite kind of brush. Big old fat brush. Just go right in. Dive right in. I really dove in right there. And definitely poked my eye. She's no rare beauty, but she definitely gets the job done. Just like most mascaras, they get better with age. Not unlike myself. Sorry. Definitely got a big old clump on my eyelid. You don't want to spend $20 on the Rare Beauty Great Lengths mascara. This definitely is reminiscent of why I purchased it. If you like volume without getting clumpy, she doesn't transfer. She doesn't transfer to the lower. She doesn't flake. She's gorgeous. Welcome back. Welcome back, Lash Paradise. Before I dive into the lips, I want to set a little bit more. I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty finishing powder on a big fluffy brush and just set the T-zone a little bit more. I'm looking a little bit shiny right here. Better. Gorgeous. NYX lip pencil in the shade Natural. And it is very similar to my natural lip tone. Pretty creamy. Pretty gorgeous. Now, these Flawless Lips by Ali Glines. Most interesting formula. It's a lipstick slash lip oil slash lip balm slash deliciousness. This is in the shade Poppy. Last video I watched of Ali Glines, another content creator here on YouTube, she said something about a lip shade, another lip shade coming out, possibly. I think that'll do quite nicely. That's going on the desk. Just going to take a spoolie with my little Beauty Blender puff and scraping off the mascara that I got in the inner corner, which I always do. I get it really close to the root. I think we've done it. We are ready for our day. We are ready for the day. My cup's getting a little full. Like, subscribe, tell me what you think of this look in the comments. Hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future uploads. Watch the video that YouTube thinks that you want to watch next, if you'd like. And I'll see you in my next video.